So let me just add the the explanation for this comment so you can understand. Now here you can see that we are selecting the uh, this particular thing over here. Okay, not the employees table. Now we are selecting the departments, right? Table. Now here what we are doing, we are selecting all the information, all information, okay, about the employee, employee whose, okay, whose first name is this Mary. Right guys, understood now? Okay, that's how you can go ahead with. Okay, so basically these are the few questions comes from your manager or your colleague, your senior person, or sometimes the data science though data scientists, those who wanted to apply any model on the data, so they want any particular data from the databases. So at that time, okay, if you know, so let's say if you are working as a data scientist, okay, so you can simply use the SQL command like this and you can get the data, right? Let's say, and apply the the and, okay, like how you can use the multiple constraints, like this is my first constraint, right? So if I wanted to let's say uh, yes, those are the sample data set, okay, like the, see, for me too, okay, you will find that the few multiple databases, see, I created the invoice database, but you will find that the rest of the database which is already there, those are the the sample databases you can see, right? So that I created, like, you will have to create that if you want, okay. So for that, just use the create database. Like in the employees file, you will see that all the things, how you can create the database, how you can add the values inside it by using the insert, right? So see, okay, let's go with the another question. Okay, let's say uh, again, okay, now guys, okay, see here we have the first name Mary, right? But here I just wanted to select the employees, okay, whose first name is Mary and gender is male, right? See here, the gender female, male, female, male, female, male, female, male is there. Okay, so I just wanted to, go ahead and understand the, you know, the add the second condition over there. Okay, so here you can see first name Mary and, okay, and here you can see I'm just adding the gender. Okay, now in the gender I want the male, okay, the M. Let's go and beautify it, okay, because you can see you can go ahead with this, okay, like, because if you go with the beautify your code, so which means that, okay, like the someone, if you are sharing this code with someone, so which means that he also able to understand the code, what is going on in the code, right? So that's why for understanding purpose, each and every time after creating the code, apply the beautify, okay, this particular brush, okay, just apply the brush over there. Okay, let's go and run this. So here you can see now we are selecting, okay, the employees whose first name is Mary, okay, and the gender is male. Now you can see we just filtered my data from the total how many rows, 224 rows. Now we have the how many rows, 143 rows, which means we just selected the data, right? So here you can add the constraint like first name is Mary and gender is male. Understood, guys? Let me know if you are facing any issues, like, or any problem with the query, right? Definitely will be here. Okay, we'll be able to solve your problem here. Okay. Now after this, guys, uh, let us go ahead with the further things, right? Let's say many time, like this is not just about the and statement. You can go ahead with the or as well, huh, guys. Like, let's say if you wanted to select the Mary employee name, as well as you wanted to select the any other employee, right? The first name of the employee, so you can go ahead with, so see, at that time you can use the or as well. Okay, if you wanted to go ahead with the, you know, the all the employees name, first name, okay, whose first name is either Mary or any other name, right? So at that time you can go ahead like this, use the or, okay, here, and just use the first name over here instead of gender, and use any other name of the employee. Okay, then you will get the list of those all the employees that, okay, those whose first name is Mary and the any other name, right? Like that you can apply the many different things. Okay, now after this, let us understand how you can apply the, let's say, aggregate functions. What is aggregate functions? Aggregate functions are nothing but the how you can find out the count, right? And like how you can find out the mean and all the things, which are the, you know, different aggregate functions. Okay, so let's say aggregate functions. Okay, now here, let's say, uh, you just want the, you know, the employee count. Like here you can see that we got this particular count, okay, 3,24,000. Now you want the count over here in the output, like you saw here over here now, in the, like, whether your code is executed or not, and the message of your code. So for that, okay, if you want over here, so you can simply go ahead and use this. Okay, select count of, let's say, employee number, because you will find that the employee number is the unique, you know, code for of the employees. Count from employees, right? So this is the thing. So you will get the, just go and brush it. Okay, and let's go and run this, and you will see the count of the employee is nothing but the 3,24,000. Now let's say if you wanted to check are there any missing values or not. Okay, so let's say if I am saying uh like the, like the, let's say if you wanted to select the, you know, the employees whose unique first name, like if you see, like, there are, you know, the first name Mary, how many employees are there whose first name is Mary? 224 employees are there, right? now now what I am doing over here is, I just wanted to check the count of unique employees whose, you know, name is unique. Okay, so here you can see that. Okay, what you can do, you can simply go over here. Okay, and you can use the distinct. Okay, distinct is nothing but the unique and first name, right? You can simply use this, and you can beautify your code. You can see we just beautify our code, and let's go and run this. And now here you can see we got the count, which is nothing but the only 1,275, 1,275 only, right? So that's how you can apply the, you know, aggregate function on it. Now let's say I just wanted to arrange this all my data into the, let's say if I wanted to collect any data or extract some data from the database, and I just wanted the data in the, you know, let's say in the, you know, any order. I just wanted to arrange that data into, let's say, ascending order. Okay, so like for doing that, we have the one, you know, clause for that, which is nothing but the order by. Okay, so let's say uh, again we are selecting it. Okay, let's go with the above code, just copy it. Okay, and select it. Okay, why I'm doing this, guys, so you can be able to, you know, hands on these all the things. Okay, now let me go with the star over here. Okay, and employees. And now here, if you see, I'll be just adding the, now you know, after, you know, if you wanted to check whether you are able to, you know, upload your employees database in the schemas of the MySQL workbench or not, so what you can do is you can simply go over here and you can refresh it. If you see, this is a refresh button over here. Are you able to see this? This is a very small refresh button over here. See, let me use the highlighter. See, this is the thing. Again, the color. Okay, this is the thing. See over here. Okay, just press it. Okay, just press it. Okay, if you press it, so you can be able to see that your employees database will be here like this. Okay, okay. Now after this, here you can see. Okay, I just wanted to, you know, sort my data into the ascending order. Okay, so what I can do, I can simply, you know, ascending order. Let's say I just wanted to sort my data by first name, right? So let me go and beautify this code. Okay, and let me run this. Again, I got the error because here you can see that, you know, I didn't apply this particular use, because see, this my workbench automatically, you know, off. So that's why I'll have to rerun this particular use employees code, so then I can be able to access this particular employees database, because you will see that how many databases are there, right? So I just wanted to use the employees databases from this all the databases, so that's why I'm using this use employees. Let's go and run this. Okay, now after this, see the green tick over here. Okay, now let's go to our code and let's go and run this. And here you can see we'll be able to run our query. See, we got the query, and here you can see that we'll be able to, you know, order our data, you know, or the sort our data into the ascending order, you can see. Okay, like this is the default thing. If you have to, you can simply mention it whether you can. Okay, you can go ahead with the ascending order. Okay, so if you wanted to go ahead with the ascending order, you can mention it like this, ASC ascending. If you wanted to go ahead with the descending order, you can just mention it descending. Okay, so simply go and run this. Okay, run, and here you can be able to see we got the data into the descending order. Okay, we got the name starting with the Z letter. Okay, see, understood? So that's how you can be able to see that. Okay, we got the data now. Okay, now after this, after understanding this, guys, do you know about the group by? How many of you know about the group by? As you know, in the, I guess uh, in the yesterday session, as well as in Python session as well, we saw the group bys, how you can apply the group by on your data, right? So like we'll be implementing the group by function over here, right? So let's say uh, let's select the first name again. Okay, because here our intention is to, you know, understand the what are the different methods, or what are the different things you can do with the data. Okay, in the MySQL workbench. Okay, that is the things. So that's why I'll be using, you know, the first name multiple times. Okay, first name, uh, let's go ahead with from our employees tables, right? And then here I'll be using the group by, right, group by on the first name. Okay, first name. Okay, just add the semi-comma and let's go and beautify this, and let's go and run this. So here you can be able to see we got the, first name as the group by. Okay, as a group by. Now here you can see that it's bit tricky, because here we just selected the one column. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me just add the count over here. Okay, let me just add the count over here. Count of first name, right? So here let's go and you know use this beautification, and let's go and run this. And now here you can see, now you can see that how many employees are there whose first name Georgie. So there are 253 employees are there whose name is Georgie. Like this you will find that all the employees over here. Again, understood guys? Now here, if you wanted to sort this, again you can add the employee ordered by over here. Okay, you can add the order by, let's say, first name, right? And as we know, let's say order it in the ascending order, right? So let's go and run this again, and here you can see, now you can see that we have the first name Amir, Amud, like see, and the count of the first name, right? Okay, that's cool. Now after that, okay, see how we got this. Okay, the first name and count. But if we go and run this, so here you can see that, okay, the column name for this is just the count first name. Column name is going to be the count first name. Okay, the same our query. Okay, so I just wanted to rename it. I just wanted to rename it. So what I can do, I can use the as, and I can simply use the new name for my column, which is nothing but the names count. Okay, and let me beautify it, and let's me go and run this. Now here you can see I just rename my column name. Understood? So how you can rename the column name. Now let's go ahead and understand the few more things. Okay, let's say uh, let us understand the having clause. Okay, like as we understood the where clause na. So let us understand the having clause. Okay, uh, so for that, okay, what we can do is we can go ahead with the same code. Okay, let's copy it. Okay, and we'll be applying the having clause. Okay, we'll be showing you the having, how you can apply the having clause over here. Now basically, if you see that this is my, okay, we are selecting the first name and the count first name, okay, from the employees table. Okay, and here you can see the group by is first name. Okay, we are just doing the group by the first name, and the order by the again the first name in the ascending order, you can see. Okay, now here I just wanted to, here if you go and run this, so here you can see you got the names whose names count is like the 228, 220, 216 like this. So now I just wanted to add the condition over here. So for that I'll be using the having. Okay, let's say the, we can say the count. Okay, count. Okay, this one, count first name, you can say, is let's say repeated 250. Okay, repeated more than 200, okay, 250 times, right? I just want those names only. Okay, those who repeated more than two, okay, 250 times, right? So let me go and run this, and here you go. Okay, we got the names, those who repeated more than 250, okay, 250 times. Okay, which means that 250 times you can see all the names which are repeated more than 250 times. That's how you can apply it. Okay, now after this, okay, uh let me go through you the another, let's say, another query for the same, so you can understand this. uh okay, like if you go over here in the table, you can see the table of salaries. Okay, you can see the table of the salaries, so try to use that particular table, so you can see that the salary is there. Okay, so what we can do, we can, okay, try to select all the column names, okay, all the columns. Okay, select all the columns and one more column in that. Okay, which column? Average salary, right? I'll be using the average salary in that. Okay, from our salaries data. Okay, the okay, salaries, not the salary. Okay, okay, now here what I'm doing is I'm you know using this. Okay, I'm applying a group by. Okay, because if you see that the first name is repeated and all, so that's why I'll be simply using the employee number for this. Okay, and here I'll be, let's say, ordering it, order by, again the employee, we can say employee number. Okay, and uh, now here you can see, let's say, uh, I just wanted to see the average salary of employees, uh, let's say greater than 1,20,000. Okay, 1,20,000. So here what I can do is I can simply use the having clause. Okay, having, and here I'm just adding the average salary. You can see salary is, let's say, greater than 1,20,000. Okay, by employee, by employee number, and lastly we can simply use the column. Okay, let's say and beautify this. Now you can see this is our code. Now let me go and run this. You see, I got the all the information about the employees, okay, whose salary is greater than 1,20,000. You see over here. See, so that's how you can put the multiple queries, okay, to fetch your data, to fetch your data. Understood? Now here you can use the where clause as well, right? Okay, let's say if you are using the where clause, you will get the same output. Okay, let me show you where clause if you are using. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, the somewhat, okay, this thing. Why? Because if you see, okay, this where clause you can see over here is not valid at this position, because if you see, okay, I added this particular condition with for the average, so which means that if you are dealing with the aggregate function, so it's proper to use the having clause instead of this, so you can use it over here like this. Okay, so let me go and run this and see we got the error. Okay,